Hey, it's Will from MomentumGroup.tech. Today I'm going to talk about the question, how hard is it to learn Bubble.io? I've been teaching Bubble.io for a number of years now, and so I've coached over 100 people in different contexts. Um, and these are the kinds of questions that we get, either from people who want to learn or people who want to actually potentially hire someone else to help them to build. So how hard is it to learn? Should I learn Bubble or should I hire a team to build out my idea? I would like to understand how the process works though, so I'd like to have a basic baseline level of knowledge. And maybe if you're wanting to be a developer, if I learn Bubble, what sort of opportunities does this create for me? And maybe also what is the best way to learn? So these are the sorts of questions that we hear. Well, I'll give you my view. Now, as I said, I've taught a lot of people, but also we run an agency, and I've looked at my own learning journey and the journey of my colleagues and the people that I've mentored. And so this is the sort of idea, high level, that I've come up with. Um, you can expect to invest perhaps up to 3 months full time to really get to be a solid beginner status in Bubble. Um, you can certainly do a lot in the first few weeks, but if you really want to get around a lot of the features of the tool, I would say you are talking months, not sort of days or weeks. If you want to get to an intermediate level, so sort of level where you're probably functioning as a junior developer in a professional context, or building out your own product and you've got a similar level of competency, then I'd say 3 to 12 months will get you there. And that's now talking like full-time work experience, ideally in a place where you are supported. And then to get to really an expert level, it will be 12 or more months. And what's going to differentiate you in that level is that you're going to have developed a lot of different products with a lot of different problems that you've solved, and you're going to have used a lot of the features of the tool, which you can get away with not using if you don't work on particular products, like things in the backend workflow, API connector, building out plugins, those sorts of things. Um, I believe that learning Bubble, and I've also done coding, I've learned different programming languages, I've done some full stack a long time ago, and I've taken full stack courses and cloud architect courses recently. Um, I believe that Bubble is probably a 10 to 20% of the learning curve of these other tools. So, um, you've got to be realistic in your expectations. You can't expect that Bubble's going to be like, hey, I spent 2 hours on a Saturday and I basically built Facebook. It's not really like that, but it is significantly less than going down the road of learning to be a developer using like a code approach, with learning a bit of cloud, learning a bit of front end, a bit of back end. So there's a huge time saving there, and that has massive implications for people who want to build software. And so Bubble really does level the playing field and create a lot of opportunity for a lot of people to build out substantial pieces of software without having to go through the whole long process of learning how to do that in code. So what are some tips for learning? Um, Here's a few things I'd suggest. Try building out a project for yourself, building it out end to end so that you have an understanding of the whole process. There's some really good courses online that other educators have created where they basically rebuild a clone of another product. I've recommended a few of my people I've worked with look at some Udemy courses to that effect. Um, Secondly, build a project for someone else. So the good thing about this is that you create some external accountability and you actually have to finish and deliver something. So working for yourself, it's easy to get excited by a new idea and abandon your project and move on. Working for someone else, you've actually got to finish for them. Thirdly, create or find a structured curriculum that will expose you to all the features of the whole tool. So we do have an academy program that ticks this box. When I started out, I did the Bubble boot camps. Those are no longer running, but our academy program really takes a lot of the best stuff out of the Bubble boot camp, and also Bubble Immerse program, which I've been leading, and it just puts it into a slightly longer format where we cover things not just Bubble, but also product building in general. So a little bit of product management at a high level, and also some UX UI design, which is really, really critical skills for anyone who wants to build something that's high quality. And then I'd also suggest you find an environment where you can access a little bit of one-on-one mentoring, but also some asynchronous support. So when I was learning, I teed up some one-on-one sessions with Marielle, who was working at Bubble at the time, and I just paid her her hourly rate and sat down and asked her all my questions. I did that for about 5 or 6 hours, and I learned a lot, and it really helped me to propel forward much more quickly than had I just labored away myself trying to figure these things out or on the forum. So it was a very good investment of my funds to have that one-on-one mentoring. It's also awesome if you've got people you can ask a quick question. Hey, I've got this specific problem. Can you give me a hand to understand that? So with all these things, you can really accelerate your learning, and you can learn how to do things well, as well as just how to get them done. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, we do have a program, momentumgroup.tech/academy, and we take you through a structured learning journey. We provide that one-on-one mentoring, and we also provide that asynchronous support to help you to reach your goals as quickly and efficiently as possible. So thanks for listening. Hope to meet you soon.